In the streets of Port Harcourt, particularly in GRA Casablanca, a tragic cycle continues to unfold, one that has claimed the lives of many young women seeking quick wealth through prostitution, drugs, and crime. This is not just a story, it is a harsh reality happening daily in major cities across Nigeria and beyond. Young girls, some as young as 17, flood the streets at night, wearing revealing outfits, jumping from one expensive car to another. They are drawn into this life by desperation. Some because of poverty, others due to peer pressure, and many due to the illusion of fast money. With the rise of social media, this lifestyle is often glamorized, showing young girls flaunting expensive iPhones, designer bags, and high-end wigs, giving the impression that prostitution is an easy way to a luxurious life. But behind the flashy appearance lies a dangerous world filled with drugs, crime, ritual killings, and untimely deaths. The disappearance of Amaka, a case of ritual killings? One such tragedy happened to Amaka, a young lady in her early 20s. Known for her striking beauty and high-class lifestyle, she was a regular face at Casablanca in Port Harcourt. One night, she left with a man in a black Range Rover ***, and was never seen again. Her friends, Kelechi and Chioma, didn't even bother to look for her. They simply assumed she had been taken for rituals. This was not unusual. Countless young women have vanished under similar circumstances, never to be found. Their bodies are sometimes discovered mutilated in abandoned areas, while others are never found at all. Despite these horrors, many girls continue to stand at the same spot every night, willing to take the same risk, blinded by greed or desperation. The tragic death of Kelechi. The nightlife in Port Harcourt is always alive, especially on Fridays. That fateful Friday, Samuel, a drunk driver who had consumed excessive alcohol in a club, lost control of his vehicle. He drove at high speed into the crowd of prostitutes standing along the road at Casablanca. Screams filled the night as bodies were flung into the air like lifeless dolls. Blood splattered across the pavement, and the once lively street became a scene of horror. 6 girls died on the spot, and among them was Kelechi. She had only minutes ago been laughing and negotiating with a customer. Now she lay lifeless on the cold street, another victim of a reckless lifestyle. Sadly, this kind of incident is not new. Many girls have been hit by cars in similar circumstances, especially those who stand along major roads at night. Drunk drivers, careless clients, and even cult-related shootings have claimed the lives of many, but still the cycle continues. Chioma's awakening and redemption. Chioma had been standing right beside Kelechi before stepping aside to check her phone. That small action saved her life. As she stared at the bodies on the ground, she felt a deep emptiness in her soul. That night, she went home and wept bitterly. She remembered Amaka, now missing. She remembered Kelechi, now dead. She remembered the nights she barely escaped being kidnapped. And then she realized something. If she continued this life, she would soon be next. That night, she fell to her knees and cried out to God. For the first time, she saw her life for what it truly was, a ticking time bomb. The fast money, the expensive clothes, the fake lifestyle, none of it mattered anymore. The next day, instead of going back to the streets, Chioma walked into a church. The sermon hit her soul like a thunderbolt. What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Right then she gave her life to Christ. A shocking transformation, from prostitution to preaching. Chioma's sudden transformation shocked everyone. She, who once ruled the nightclubs, was now seen preaching in the streets. She no longer wore revealing clothes. Instead, she spoke to young girls about the dangers of prostitution and the deception of fast money. At first, many mocked her, claiming she would return to the streets. But she remained firm. She began an outreach program, helping young women leave prostitution by training them in skills such as hairdressing, makeup, catering, and tailoring. She started preaching in universities, slums, and even inside clubs, warning young girls not to make the mistakes she did. Married to a pastor, now helping others escape the streets. Years later, Chioma met a man who loved her not for her past but for her present and future. He was a pastor, and together they built a ministry dedicated to rescuing young girls from the streets. Today, Pastor Chioma is not just a woman of God but a voice of transformation. She has helped hundreds of women leave prostitution, trained them in skills, and given them a second chance at life. The harsh reality: this story is happening right now. This is not just a story, this is the harsh reality of many young girls in Port Harcourt, Lagos, Abuja, and other major cities. Every night, girls risk their lives for money, standing on highways and dark corners. Some are kidnapped, some are killed, and some, like Kalechi, die in terrible accidents. The lure of fast money continues to drag young women into a dangerous lifestyle, and many never make it out alive. But Chioma's story proves that change is possible. Lessons to learn. 1. Fast money always comes with a price. Many girls who chase easy wealth end up in graves or worse. 2. Social media glamorizes a fake lifestyle. Behind the expensive clothes and iPhones, many young women are suffering in silence. 3. There is no shortcut in life. Hard work, skill development, and persistence are the only ways to true success. 4. Many girls enter prostitution because of financial struggles, but there are better options. Learning a skill or seeking genuine help can change a person's future. 5. God can change any story. No matter how dark a person's past is, there is hope for transformation. Final words, the streets are not worth it. To every young girl reading this, do not be deceived by the flashy lifestyle you see on social media. Most of these big girls you admire are living in fear, pain, and regret. Many of them cannot sleep at night because they know their lives could end at any moment. There is a better way. There is hope. Choose a different path. Invest in yourself. Learn a skill. Go back to school. Find a legal way to make a living. Seek God. Because in the end, the streets do not love you. And just like Amaka, Kalechi, and Chioma, you too must decide your fate before it's too late.
Please like, comment, and share this video. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. It's absolutely free. Your support means the world to us. Thank you.